Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing out here? It's me, your homegirl, Adosha Rice, the author of Curly Hair Adventures, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, and my latest free ebook that's available on my Patreon site, and it's called The Beauty and Barber Survival Plan. That's especially written for licensed professionals looking for ways to survive the pandemic, and it is absolutely free on my Patreon page at Global Hair Care. That is in the link, and I would like for you all to take advantage of it if you need it, and please support me over on Patreon. Also, if you like the information that's in this video, y'all know what I want y'all to do, right? I want y'all to hit the thumbs up button, and I would love for you guys to subscribe to this channel, and of course, share the information. All right, so let's hop right into it. The topic today is about a hair disorder called telogen effluvium. And so this is a condition that unfortunately can sometimes be associated with people who are suffering from the COVID-19 virus in the recovery process. Now, this telogen effluvium is not limited to people who are recovering from the COVID-19, but it is also a condition that is often experienced by people who are experiencing a shock to their physical system by way of other diseases, weight loss. So if you've had severe weight loss from, illnesses or surgeries. Also, you can experience telogen effluvium if you are suffering from depression or anything like stress. This disorder is very real. Now, this condition was first brought to my attention as I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw the actress. Her name is Melissa Milano. I hope I'm saying it correctly. It was either Alyssa or Melissa Milano. And so in the video, it wasn't a live video. She actually recorded herself, and she used the hashtag COVID hair. And so she was brushing her hair, and she was pulling hair out the brush, and hair was coming out, and the look on her face was just like total angst, surprise, fear, confusion. It was very real. And so I scrolled through to see well, what's going on? And so that's when I saw her hashtag COVID hair. Now that shocked me, number one, but what really shocked me more was the horrible responses that some people were saying, basically that she was stupid for the way that she was combing her hair, and that somehow that her concern about her hair loss was really a result of her being wealthy and not washing her hair. They didn't really believe that this telogen effluvium was real. And so in the response, there was a very compassionate doctor who explained to her and the people who were obviously on the feed that the condition that she was experiencing was called telogen effluvium. And so this is a condition that is not new to us licensed cosmetologists. Now, these are terminologies that we use in our everyday lingo at the hair salon, but during our education, we are familiar with it because they do teach it to us. That's number one. Number two, because I specialize in trichology, I am trained and certified in hair and scalp disorders, and I'm also a certified master colorist. Hair disorders are taught to us in these courses and these classes and CEU hours that we take. So I am professionally very familiar with telogen effluvium, and unfortunately I also experienced telogen effluvium when I was suffering from a medical condition. And so the hair loss was very real, and that my doctor assured me that my hair would come back. Now, right now, what they currently are saying is that for those who are experiencing this condition associated with COVID-19, it takes about 6 months for the hair to get back on the cycle and the hair begins to grow. So it's going to vary from person to person and from condition to condition. So this video is by no means to be in lieu of what your doctor is going to be talking to you about personally, number one. Number two, we also understand that no two human beings are alike, and disorders and diseases affect all of us differently. So this is merely some information to offer you some support and some empathy and just a little bit of virtual love, that all will be well, okay? So let's jump a little bit more into this disorder called telogen effluvium. So what is it, you ask? So what they don't tell you at the hair salon, which by the way, that's the name of my book, and it's also available, on everywhere. You can just, Google Adosha, it's going to pop up, but it is on Amazon, okay? And so your hair is going through 3 growth cycles naturally. This is everybody's hair, except for people who have disorders where that isn't happening. So let's exclude that population out. But everybody else, your hair goes through 3 growth cycles. It's called anagen, bing, anagen bing, catagen bing, and telogen bing. So anagen is what we would call your active growth phase. And so this is the phase where the hair is growing all day, every day. So like 80% of all this hair that's on my head right now, even though I can't feel it, it's growing all day, every day, 365 days a year. And then you have about 7 to 10% of this hair that's in the catagen stage. And that's the stage where it's getting ready to go into the resting stage, okay? And so the last stage is your telogen. And so your telogen phase is where the hair is actually going to come out, which is an exogen. That's another little tiny phase. And then it starts back over into anagen. And that last phase, I would say about 10% of your hair is going through that. So when you comb your hair, you're going to see that hair come out, and there's going to be a little tiny bulb attached to it. And that is the successful completion of the growth cycle, and your body is ready to give you more hair. So this is automatic. It's always happening. Hence the reality, the scientific fact that your hair is growing out of a regenerative organ called a follicle. So the follicle is just not this hole, okay? The follicle is the actual hair. The follicle is the actual hole that the hair comes out of. That's called the mouth of the follicle. And then underneath, you have all of this science and all of this inner workings and mechanisms that you can't see or feel that's taking place. You have an erector pili muscle that gives you that volume. You see that? That's the erector pili muscle. So when I do this, that muscle, it gets agitated and it sticks up, and then I have this volume, okay? You also, you have a sebaceous oil gland. So this is how your hair gets that nice shine, and it's real rich and shiny, so your scalp secretes it, and when you comb your hair, then guess what you're doing? You're taking that natural oil and you're moving it down to the ends. You can also do that with a wild boar or porcupine brush. So that's also what's happening. And then you also have your sweat glands. You also have arteries that's carrying your blood to the hair to make it strong. You have your veins that's taking away the waste. So all of this magic is happening underneath all day, every day, and you can't even feel it. That's the magical science of hair. Unfortunately, when our bodies go through a shock, such as the COVID-19 or other situations such as stress, depression, very drastic weight loss. Some people who have those weight loss surgeries, sometimes they experience this. So the telogen effluvium, again, it's not limited to people with COVID-19, but I'm specifically making this conversation for people who have been diagnosed with COVID-19 and their hair is coming out. And so this is to give you some hope and the reality that what you are experiencing is real. You ain't tripping. So to all the people who were making those mean comments to Melissa Milano, shame on you, okay? It was very real. Some people were making statements that, when you comb your hair wet, more hair comes out. That's not true. Your hair is stronger when it's wet. They were saying the manner in which she was combing it, she was raking it out. That was not true. That is the condition. That's what it does. Your body is shocked. And so that last stage, this is a hormonal process. So when you become depressed and sad, or you can't eat, because when you're sick, sometimes you lose your taste buds. Maybe you're intubated and you can't eat because you're out. There's no food going in, or maybe you just don't feel good and you just don't want to eat. So now you're not getting the nutrients, and the body's natural response to try to save you is the hair to come out instead of you killing over and dying. So this is not a joke. It's very real. She was not snatching her hair out. When you are experiencing telogen effluvium, you can just do like this, and when you let go, you're going to have the hair in your hand, because the body is in that state of the telogen phase, which is when the hair comes out. Now, it takes a while for the body to get back on track. You're gonna have to do a couple of things to help the body do that. Now remember, that's a hormonal process. And so when we eat and we drink and we sleep and we calm our nerves down, we boo-boo, and yes, you gotta boo-boo. You need to get on the toilet and boo-boo. This ain't funny, y'all. This for real. Y'all need to get on the toilet and have good boo-boos, good BMs, okay? That, because your body is gonna, you're getting rid of the toxins. All right, so there are things that you can do to help support the internal function, the mechanisms, or whatever word you want to use, that's going to help our bodies get better. So I brought some things with me that I think you're going to just be impressed with. So let's see, where shall I start? Let's start with some food, okay? So number one, you have some good old-fashioned blueberries. Now blueberries, okay. All right. When I say all right, y'all say okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So eat some blueberries. You want to know why? Because blueberries, I got my little notes right here. You know what they do? They stimulate the follicle support, that function. So all that stuff I just gave you, when I eat these blueberries, this is why my hair looks so good, y'all. Ain't because of my daddy. No, I'm just kidding. It's because of this wonderful food that I'm always eating. So blueberries, in reality, they really do stimulate the follicles and they help the hair grow. They're also rich in antioxidants. So when you're afflicted with disorders and diseases, they leave like free radicals, like stuff left off. And when you eat these foods, they help ward that off. Like, get back, get out. You ain't wanted in this body. Leave. I rebuke you. You know what I'm saying? So you eat these foods and they help. So blueberries are good for that. You can Google and just read up on some science about blueberries. Also, spinach. I would eat spinach, but I get caught in my throat in my other video. So spinach is really, really good for you. It's that iron, because hair needs what? Protein. So you have that. Also, one of my favorite, the incredible edible egg. That's right. So eggs are a rich source of protein. Remember, your hair is protein. That's what this is. You have 3 protein layers: your cuticle, your cortex, and your medulla. So these 3 protein layers, they need some love from real live protein. Also iron. Yeah, that's right. I'm from the hood. I said it, iron. All right. So you can say iron, or you can say iron. Okay. So iron is also can be found in your beans. Okay. So I love pinto beans. Beans good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The better you fart, the better you feel. So what? That's right, guys. Eat your beans in every meal, okay? So, pinto beans are, Great Northern. There's so many beans, legumes, peas, all that good stuff. Also, we have some wonderful Quaker oats. Oatmeal is good source of protein. This one, they add a little bit more proteins. Again, why is the Quaker oats decide to add some protein? Because there are people who are having protein deficiencies, and maybe they don't like eggs. Maybe they don't like spinach, but they need more protein, so they infuse it into your oatmeal. That way you're going to get some more protein. So that's some foods you can eat. Now, when it comes, hold up. wait a minute. I can't forget the chaga. This is a root extract. So this is an antioxidant DNA support. Now you can check out my dear friend, Mr. Kareem Ali, and he is who I call the root doctor. So he has some nice tea here that's wonderful. You can infuse your tea in ice cold water. This is his tea, and in this glass says every hour is happy hour. I got this from Target. And so you can, herbal teas, herbs are really good, period. So this actual proprietary blend, you like that word proprietary? Okay. This proprietary blend is put together by the root doctor over at Fresh from Earth in College Park, Atlanta, Georgia. All right. So you can go and check him out over at freshfromearth.us and tell him LaDosha, aka Kilo, that's my alter ego back there. Kilo sent you, and so he has that. Now you can take this chaga root extract, and you can put this in your tea, you know, your coffee, your water. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, and you just boop boop boop, you know, put your little drop in there, and it's my finger, mix it up, you know, act like it's a little, you know, vodka or something, you know what I'm saying? All right, and then you just, you know, and drink it. It's really good for you. So chaga is rich in vitamin D, and vitamin D helps the outer protein layer called cuticle. So everybody is like, girl, your hair looks so good. Bam! I eat this stuff, y'all. I'm not joking. I don't just be in the store spending all my money on hair care products. I am a real live cosmetologist. I stand behind the chair about 10 to 12 hours a day. My feet be hurting and everything, and I'm trying to lose some weight. So yes, I do this stuff. I'm not just talking on this YouTube channel to get all these likes. I'm keeping it 100, okay? So yes, it's rich in melanin, and melanin also helps our hair color stay. Now, I'm a little bit late to the melanin game, because these genetics then kicked in. That's right. These, not these. These genetics. So these genetics have kicked in, and my hair is already all white. But if you add some chaga to your regular, you know, beverage or refreshment, you not liquor. Now come on now. Don't put this in y'all y'all crystal, okay? So yeah. So a few drops, and it's going to help, you know, slow down that graying process. It has that antioxidizing for free radicals. It's going to help keep that hairline, you know, that little hairline that's going back. And then again, the gray hair. So there's your anti-aging from the root extract called chaga. And you're going to reach out to my homeboy, the root doctor. That's right, Kareem Ali, over at Fresh from Earth. You can buy this online. You can call them up. They also have curbside pickup. So they're doing their part during the pandemic to avail their services and all their goods to you. And again, remember to tell him that LaDosha sent you. So we have that available. As far as hair care products, I'm going to stick with my favorites. And of course, because this telogen effluvium is affecting your hair, which is protein, then you need protein-based products. So we have something as affordable as Deca Plus Satin Tame, which retails for about $11 without tax. And you can just go to my Shopify or, you know, website, and you can get this, or just hop right on over to decaplus.com and order your bottle. And you can tell them, I know them people too. LaDosha said that you guys has good protein. So what's happening is that, remember, the hair is coming out. You cannot stop it. So it's going to take up to 6 months or longer, depending on the person and your body. But as the hair is coming back in, then these products are going to help you protect the hair from physical stressors. And then of course, they can go to the other layers to help the hair be nice and strong. You have your other high end, and this is by Keratin Complex, and this is their Intense RX, and this is for it's the active keratin hair serum. So keratin is what this hair is called. That's the outer protein layer. So they are using actual keratin in the product to help infuse with your keratin to keep your hair nice and strong as you recover from the side effects from this telogen effluvium. And then last but not least, you also have Philip Pelusi has a product brand here, and it's called Longevity. This product is specifically formulated for people who are wanting to grow longer hair, which would be the case if you are, recovering and the side effects, this telogen effluvium, you're going through this process. This is going to give you a better bang for your buck than regular shampoos and conditioners because he has special ingredients that's going to infuse with the hair and protect the fibers a lot more than your regular shampoos and conditioners that doesn't. So Longevity comes in a shampoo and conditioner. Both are aloe vera based products, so there's no water in these products. So aloe vera is known for its super mega fascinating healing properties. So again, that's Longevity, and this is by my dear friend Philip Pelusi. So can you tell him that my alter ego Kilo Lola Dosha sent you? Yes, I know these people personally. Philip Pelusi is a real live human being, and he loves hair. He loves people as much as he loves hair. It's a family owned company. They really do care, so reach out to them, and his stuff is available at philippelusi.com, and that's P-H-I-L, that's one L, IP Pelusi, Pelusi.com, and I'll put his information in the link as well. And by the way, in case you want to know how much these cost, this is about $32. This is about $32 and up, depending on what part of the world you're living in right about now. So that's how much that costs. And then depending on what part of the world you're in. No, I'm just kidding. In US dollars, this is about 11 bucks without tax. Okay, so there you have it. Now, one of my favorites that I love to promote is the recipes of Grandma Agafia. I've been really promoting the Russian line of hair care products. I like to promote the Russian line of hair care products because the quality is much better, and this is not, I know y'all like, nah, the Russians, they cheated with the elections. They did. I know they did. But they make good hair care products. I know that's so facetious, but it's true. They really make really good hair care products. And what makes the Russian hair care products so fascinating is, number one, the way that they make them, the source of ingredients, where they come from, the story behind all of the Russian hair care product lines. They're just fascinating. You could go over to Google Russia and then hit your translate button, and then that way it'll translate it for you. But I am a big fan of the recipes of Grandma Agafia. I treat my tresses to the recipes of Grandma Agafia every season. I'm not making this up. She has an extensive line of hair care products that's too big for me to even go over it. As a matter of fact, I have a shipment coming in, but y'all know they messing with the mail, so it's going to take a while. So I'm going to do a whole video on Russian hair care products, but just quickly, the recipes of Grandma Agafia, I don't know if she's real, so this could be a little bit of folklore behind her. I'm not quite sure. So anybody from Russia, help a sister out, okay? So this product here, this is their burdock product. And so burdock is the bomb. And so burdock, it supports the function of the entire follicle. That's one. Two, again, the Russian products, their water is coming from Lake Baikal. And for the record, Lake Baikal is the largest lake in the world, and naturally, the water has over 17 minerals and vitamins and essential oils. It's just in the water because of all the vegetation, around the water. It's in there. So when they go to, get the water and put it, make the products, it's in there for free. And I think Putin said, y'all better not take that stuff out. So by law, they can't even remove it. Now, in order for this to come into the United States, guess what? It's got to have an expiration date. Now, you know what's so funny about this is that there's an expiration date. For real, this is true. This is true. So there's a date when they made it. There's a date when it expires, because this is it's pretty much made 100%, you know, all the stuff is like live extracts, plants, berries, you know, that can actually go bad. So they have to have an expiration date on it. And this is required to come into the United States. But what makes this so interesting is that there are organic products that people say is vegan, it's raw, it's whole foods, but there ain't no expiration date on this. What makes you wonder. So the standards that the United States are requiring them for it to even enter the country is higher than Philippelusi's, which, by the way, is high-grade good stuff. So, but in all honesty, I love Philippelusi, but I'm keeping it 100. This right here is the bomb. I have used Philippelusi. This bottle is empty, so I do use this. I switch up stuff all the time. I know I have my own hair care line of products, but I didn't want to promote that this time. So just to give y'all something new. So check out the recipes of Grandma Agafia, and like I said, I don't know if she's is real, but now, other thing, when you buy the product, the recipe comes with it. Hey, these Russians ain't no joke, okay? So there you have it. That concludes a nice, very detailed content heavy of solutions for people who are experiencing hair loss as a result of the COVID-19 side effects, and that hair loss condition is called telogen effluvium. I am available for virtual hair appointments. You can reach out to me at the hair salon at area code 216-321-1101. Virtual appointments are just $20 for 15 to 20 minutes. So basically an hour a minute. And that's what it takes for me to help you out. And I ain't going to be petty if it take a little bit longer. All right. Okay, so there you have it. Thank you so much for checking me out right here on YouTube. Please hit the like button if you like it. And don't forget to share the video so that I can get more people and help more people out with their hair. Because remember, what they don't tell you at the hair salon, I will. Peace, love, and hair. And if you ain't got no hair, don't want no hair, you're suffering from telogen effluvium, don't worry about it, good people. Just rub your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bald head. And eventually, if you do have this condition, your hair will come back. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, then glorious